guys, so today I'm going to do a story time since I haven't done one of these in a while, and I was thinking about what types of stories that I could tell and, you know, what would be relatable or funny or whatever, and I thought of the one about my crazy anxiety dreams or like night terrors or whatever you want to call it. If anybody is like a dream expert or something, feel free to chime in. So the first time this happened, I was maybe like 21 or 22. So it was like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and maybe even longer than that, maybe 21. So I was sleeping in my bed, and all of a sudden I had a dream that somebody was pouring cement into the top of my room. Like, say my room is just a box. There's no door, no nothing, or the door is locked, and the ceiling is open, and somebody is sitting there pouring wet cement with like dumpsters or whatever those things are into my room, and I'm trapped inside. So I'm dreaming this, right? But what I did is I got up out of my bed, and I had my dresser, like here's my bed and here's my dresser. So I got up out of my bed, and I don't know what I was doing, but basically I grabbed hold of my dresser and pulled it down to the ground, basically on top of me. And then all of a sudden I woke up and I realized, holy shit, my dresser is on the floor. What's going on? And the second that I woke up, it took me a minute to kind of realize where I was and what was happening, but my heart was racing out of my chest like I was, you know, being murdered. Like, I truly felt like this was happening to me, and it was terrifying. So I kind of just was like, whoa, that was insane. And I picked my dresser back up and put it against the wall. And it was one of those ones, like a vanity one, like a wide, short one with a mirror on top. So thank God the mirror was like bolted in and didn't fall or break or whatever, because that would have been terrifying. So I'm wondering, you know, why did that happen? Like, I'm not really feeling stressed. Like, I'm clearly having some stress, anxiety dreams. What's going on? So didn't have one again for a little while. The next one I can remember was just a few months ago. And I'm laying in my bed, and my boyfriend is beside me because he stays over my house sometimes, and I'm sleeping. And all of a sudden, this time I was dreaming, but it felt like I was more awake, like I wasn't in a full dream. And I look over in real life, and I think that I see a tarantula, and I have like a huge fear of spiders, a full-on tarantula in the corner of my room. So I like hit my boyfriend. I'm like, babe, look. And he's like, what? And he is a very deep sleeper, so he kind of just, I was able to just be like, never mind, and have him go back to sleep. But basically, again, my heart was pounding out of my chest. It took me about, 15 seconds, 10 seconds to realize there's not a tarantula there. I literally turn my light on, get the flashlight, look around, and then I realized, okay, there's not why would a tarantula be in your house? This is not really happening. So, again, kind of ignored it, whatever, but just thought, this is crazy. Now, the third time this happened was maybe like a month ago, and it was a similar situation to the cement thing. I don't know what it was, but basically, again, I'm dreaming that I'm trapped in my room, not able to get out via the door, no windows, and so again, someone's pouring something, or I think this time they were demolishing my house with me inside of it, and I was like, everyone forgot about me, I'm in the house, nobody remembers I'm here. So what I did, not in my dream, in real life, is I got up out of my bed, stood on top of my bed, and ripped down my curtains. So if you have like that metal rod that holds your curtains, I completely broke that. Like, we had to go get a new one. And then 10 seconds later, I turned the lights on. My heart, oh my God. Like, it felt like I was literally having a heart attack. Like, it's like beating out of my chest. And I was like, holy shit, I just tore, my curtains down. And I went to sleep, back to sleep. I woke up in the morning and I actually forgot about it. until I saw my curtains were ripped and broken. My curtain rod was broken. So I told my mom and we had to go get a new curtain rod. And I'm sitting there thinking, I'm really not that stressed out. Like, what is happening? Why am I having these dreams? So I had been thinking about it, like, what is the reason that I always have this reoccurring dream? And I have had this cement one before, not necessarily where I've gotten up and like destroyed my room, but I've had it many times. I just, you know, those were the specific scariest times I can remember. And it clicked. So when I was younger, I was probably about 5 years old or 6 years old. I used to go to a summer camp at my kindergarten teacher's house. She was such a nice woman, and she had some of her like favorite students over, and we went, you know, there as a camp that was really inexpensive for the parents. And, you know, it was maybe like 12 of us or something like that. And she had a pool. It wasn't an in-ground pool. It was one of those pools, like a blow-up one that was round, that was still nice. You could still swim in it. And I remember we would go swimming in it all the time. And they had this float. So the pool's round, right? They had this float that was huge. And the float was also round. And it was almost as big as the pool. So it took up a lot of the circumference of the pool. And I remember one time, and I've never forgotten this, but I've never kind of, you know, put it with anything else that it's actually had an effect on me. But one time I remember being in the pool, and I was with another girl who was a little older than me, so a little bit bigger than me, and she was in there too. I went under the water. This other girl was on top of the big float, and I guess somehow the float kind of came over me, and I tried to get up, and I couldn't get up. And I'm 6 or 5 years old, right? So I'm not so smart thinking like go all the way around. So I try to swim a little bit and go up and try to swim, but I'm not, you know, frantically running all over the pool because I'm just a little kid. And I could not get up for the life of me. And I felt like I was about to drown. Like, it was so scary. And finally, I think she got off of the float and I was able to push up and breathe and take in a deep breath. And I just immediately burst into tears, and I got out of the pool and I was so scared, and it was so terrifying and horrible. So I literally think that, I don't know if it's because I'm stressed now or what, but I think that moment traumatized me because and that's my worst fear, is kind of like being stuck or forgotten or whatever, you know, underneath of something or in an enclosed space where I can't get out. So I think that my little experience when I was younger had an effect on me and is making me have these scary dreams. And my mom's like joking around saying, we need to get, you know, an alarm on your bed for every time you get out of the bed. It like goes off or something, because I'm sure this will happen again. And I'm like destroying shit around my room and giving myself a near heart attack. So that is the story of the day. There's not a resolution to this story or an ending, because I'm not sure if I'm going to have this dream again now that I've like, you know, made the connection that it's probably from that traumatizing situation when I was younger. I don't know like how I would be able to stop having it or what it's causing it. Because like I said, I don't feel super stressed out when I'm having these dreams. Maybe it's something kind of buried deeper. But anyway, I would love to hear any stories of, you know, anything like that has ever happened to you guys, anything crazy or crazy dreams, or if you have sleptwalked before. So yeah, that is all I have for you guys today. Again, just comment below. Tell me if you have any similar experience or any insight about this, because I would be curious. So I will see you guys all in my next video. I'm headed out the door. Bye, guys.